Ja, gikk nettopp inn i BRM, så det er ikke så lenge til. Og da burde jeg ikke invitert meg. Jeg dør nå. Jeg dør nå. Får ikke savnet inn fordi dere driver og fighter om boss. Så dere gjør sømmer i lavaen. Jeg har potta allerede. Too late. What's up, guys? So we can check the auction house at least while we're all right. All right, so now we might be able to get in. All right. Already taken 10%. Now I finally got in. Do I have enough? Do I have buff foods on me? I probably don't. No, I don't. I guess we can close down that huge... I don't have sharpening stones anymore. Alright. It's not... Slacker today. I don't have any buffs. I didn't prep. So I made it in at least. 1 death on the way in, so that's 1.4 gold down the drain. I don't have any consumables almost. Generally don't bother doing like consumables and world buffs for Molten Core. Don't think it's worth my time. How world buff are people today then? I should show more. I need to show more buffs. What about these that typically get one? Usually shows the newest ones, right? I have too much stuff. I have this work from home office setup, and apparently my headset is lying over on my gaming desk. That was close. Apparently we're trying to do 0 deaths. So we'll see how we do. I don't have any defensive cooldowns, so... What is Concord rocking? For weapons, it's Quel'Serrar and Blackguard, right? Yeah. Works really well. Oh god. Knocked down. Can't do damage when you're knocked down, my friend. Mm-hmm.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Easy clap. Third on DPS. Even with a trash pull. Instant knockdown, huh? Not very nice. Not very nice. Not very nice at all. Heavy Dark Iron Man. Pure defense. Probably not gonna be heavily on demand. So I have a chance at getting the force reactive disc recipe. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Good run, Amug. Really appreciate it. Hope you're having a nice hope you're having a nice what day is it today? Thursday evening. That's awesome. Thanks for stopping by. Oh well, this is... Maybe I shouldn't spend that much time chatting. Alright, so let's see. Encourage, what am I looking for here? The Kurai Regalia. Alright. Let's keep collecting. Let's go post this stuff on the auction house. Alright. So we're sweating because we're trying to get 0 deaths in Molten Core. So far so good, but we have the hard parts coming up. So at least we can repost auctions while we're doing it. Mm-hmm. 340 gold. I should have some more sales on the tail end. Sold a bunch of what's it called? Thistle teas. So many. Oh, I actually have some buys here. So we probably don't have any more... Alright, so just 340 gold. Just the 340, but that's nice. Alright, we can start the shopping scan and then we can run in. Sprint. Alright, so I'm just gonna pop cooldowns, might as well. Don't think I'm gonna get anything out of saving them. Probably not gonna pull them back in to farm DPS. The hell? Someone died. That was it. RIP. Did we get anything cool? No. Oh, Breastblade. That's nice, I guess. But no bindings. Sad face. At least we can repost auctions, because melee we're not allowed to run in. So I'm just essentially licensed to go AFK. That's nice. Five gold. Alright. Pass. Shopping. And then we can do some shopping. We're looking for BOEs. And some no one needing. I'm gonna go for it on a roll if it went through. Well, I can understand why he does it. He is rocking a Myra song. Grats. Endelig oppgradert fra Myras. Keep going. Let's hope we get a binding here. It would be nice. I don't think I've been in a raid where bindings have dropped, have I? We have 2 Thunder Furies in the guild. Only one in the raid today though. On a Fury DPS. Thank you for the follow, Val Kitty. Really appreciate it. Hope you're having a nice, Thursday evening. Right, let's see if there are any BO. Oh, I scanned for Zulian warmongers. Wow, 3% hit. All right. Deselect consumables. A couple of materials here. Larval acid fiery cores. All right, let's see. Let us see what we can get here. Nothing, essentially. Oh well. Where's the Hammer of the Northern? Hey, look at that, 200 gold. I have 2 of this hammer, because it's going to be needed for or it's going to be useful for Ankirosh, for Viscidus, or Viscidus, or whatever it's pronounced. It's going to be... Come on, can I get behind this? Barely. That was a lot of hard work getting behind that guy. Oh. Crap, I just realized I don't have my... Oh, my blog post is probably not gonna... I probably didn't put it in the publishing queue. Hey, Jaco. Yeah, that's right, I didn't schedule. Let us go check it out. Posts published. How's it going, Jaco? Still doing well with alchemy. Where is... There's the post. There's the post. We found it. That's nice. What dungeon are you farming? I'm curious. So is that like, so you're farming, like trying to farm like the same Mythic Plus dungeon consistently to get like a high item level version of some weapon that you need? It's hilarious. Didn't even realize that was a thing in retail right now. Oh yeah, then you need 2 one-hands, yeah. I've always been a... What a bunch of crap. Let's see here. There isn't a trick. I just finished leveling blacksmithing to 170 today actually. And no, there's no trick. You just have to truck through with the notorious, I think it's the notorious combatant recipes. So yeah. You just have to truck through. It's very annoying, of course, but nothing to do. But get through it. Published. Well, I had tailoring on my alt or on another character. Hide spray linen bracers. Craft tons of them and scrap them all. You get 1 expulsum per 6 bracers on average. But you can get the recipe with any 110 character that has tailoring. It's the first recipe you learn. So you just have to get to Borealis or the Saralor. And you're ready to go. Did I forget Greater Arcane Protection? Or do I have those on me? No, I don't. So I guess we trade the Guild Alchemist then. Oh god, I gotta repoist my weapons. Let's hope I can make it. It's okay, it's enough on the main hand. I'm more than okay not having it on the FM. And we gotta pop cooldowns right away. I just realized I haven't used Thistletea on a single boss, like disgusting casual. More Warlock and Druid loot, yeah. Hilarious. Get rid of that. Don't stand in front of the boss. So yeah, you just have to make a lot of Tide Spray. Der er alle muta på stream fra før, altså det går fint. Lava Reavers, what's that? 2000 armor. Annihilators. Ah. This is like, I feel this is the place where I've died by far the most of any place in Molten Core. So the big question is, what do I do if Perdition's Blade drops? Do I need on it? I might.
5, 4.
It's a slight upgrade.
2.
And I can put the
1.
PvE upgrade on my Perdition's Blade. Go Crusader on that. And then keep the PvP one for a Dragonfang Blade, which is probably better in PvP due to the stamina. That's how it's always like up and down, or rather you go up, you reach a new level because you've restocked a lot, and then you get a lot of sales, and then you have to restock a lot, so your gold goes down and then it goes up again. It's always in steps. Nah. Well, if you farm, then it'll just go up and up and up if you just make gold from farming. But of course it means you have to make all your gold from farming. Yeah, that's... I've never enjoyed farming for gold. Because most of the gold farms will just like devolve into doing something easy in like the most efficient manner. And I'm not like a speedrun kind of person. I enjoy stuff that's challenging. So... like I'd much rather have a hard progress rate where you wipe like a bunch of times than trying to get the best speedrun time in Black Mirror or Molten Core or whatever. And the same goes for farming. I also like to rather play if I want to use like my gameplay, I'd rather play like exciting gameplay. To me, I understand that some people can get into the zone and just like they're listening to an audiobook and they're like in some zen place where they're farming. And if that's you, then that's perfect. Go farm your heart out. mean, you get enough farming just from doing farming raids, farming dungeons. Yeah, Puff. It's like some people enjoy farming, and that's awesome for them. I've tried it. I've had like decent times. I'm probably gonna do some more farming in the 30 days to a token challenge that I'm currently redoing. But I'm not gonna enjoy it, and I'm not gonna do too much of it. I have so few buffs today. Yeah, I generally tend to not do things I hate for gold, but yeah. There are definitely a lot of people that say that they enjoy gathering. I have a real life friend, for instance, that plays Classic, that really enjoys that, where he will just like put on an audiobook and just go pick flowers in Western Plaguelands or Eastern Plaguelands or Feltwood or whatever, and just enjoy himself. Alright, so I just have the interrupt on square. So let's hope we have enough damage, because I can really only interrupt the first one reliably. Unless you can gouge these. But I'll be standing behind them, so
5, 4, 3.
That's not gonna be perfect.
1.
Sprint. Yeah, that was crap. One of the worst pulls I've had in a long time. Maybe even ever. Absolutely horrendous. Got like 0 value from Blade Fury, missed all of my early attacks. Yeah, that was very sad pull. Very sad pull. Night Slayer shoulders, nice. They're best, but I think everyone has them. If I get lucky today, I'll get my Solgurub trinket. So I'm gonna have to remember to drop by the bank before Solgurub. We'll see. Hey, the greatest virtue, welcome aboard. We'll see. So what's really going to be exciting today, Jaco, is that I got all of the uncanny combatant pieces. So you may have to do some PvP to try to get higher ranks on some of them. I got them for blacksmithing. So we'll see. I already have 3 pieces onto the auction house, and cooking is still selling really well. So so yeah, it's looking good. It's looking like I don't have to do too much farming. But of course, I'll easily be down all my gold, so I don't have anything better to do than farming. Yeah, Expulsum. Trispray Linen is quite expensive at the moment. Really appreciate that, the greatest virtue. Yeah, it's DB market is like 2 point something on the Sylvanas. But then it's been up at like 2.8 per lately. But you need so much expulsum for the uncanny gear, like what the hell? Like 7 expulsum for rank 1 for some of the weapons. It's a real tough one when you don't have a lot of gold. One thing is if I could like craft 200, 500 bracers and just like fill my mailbox and then just clean them out when I wanted to. I really have to get some marks of honor. I have to finish the current brawl on as many characters as possible. I did one run the other day. We lost, barely lost. That was so annoying. I got 1 mark of honor from the cache. I hope you can do the quest on my lower level characters as well. Otherwise I'm gonna have to like level my druid. So I think we have 3 uncanny pieces on the auction house, so it will be exciting to see how it goes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, the comp stomp. That's the dream. I've never seen that one active. That's the dream, obviously. Quick strike ring, that's nice. Some of the warriors will take that for sure. Is this guy running world buffs? Yeah. Oni and Sandalar tribe. Jeg er ikke ready, tror jeg. Jeg bare raid pre på våpen i MC-antatt. I've not seen too many quick strike rings. They don't drop often at all. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sold some more stuff, that's nice. I'm just gonna log off. Take my phone out. Ah, well. So we'll do Soul Grub and then after this, and then get a little bit of work done on the challenge, and of course reposting across all of my realms. Hopefully we have some more juicy BOE sales. When I did the tally for last week, I hit 2 million gold in sales last week. So so yeah, things are working. Gonna be exciting in Soul Group today. I might actually get the trinket. It's the first week we have the chance to get the trinket. Mm.
Five,
Finally.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Reckless mortals. None may challenge the sons of the living flame.
Easy kills. It's a lot of damage shield. We die at the same time. Now we're gonna farm damage. That's the only thing I'm farming. You have to condition yourself to enjoying spending gold. Be like, yeah, I get to dump more gold. That was a trash pull for me. Holy shit.
Impossible. Stay your ground, mortals. I submit.
Really not been on point today.
Rashly, you have come to wrest the secrets of the living flame. You will soon regret the recklessness of your quest. I go now to summon the Lord whose house this is.
But yeah, you just have to like... spending gold means you make more gold. It's always the case that when you spend gold you get a massive increase. I can never see this item and not be nostalgic. Because I got it on my warlock. Back in vanilla. I think this was my first epic. Such a whispered secrets. Yeah, definitely I can see that being hard. especially on Ravencrest, with the obviously extremely high competitiveness of that realm. So we'll see. I'm hoping I can get some more uncanny combatant pieces onto the auction house today, but I do think that I'll have to I will have to get some marks of honor. Yeah, it is generally harder on the higher pop realms because there's more competition, but there's also much more potential to make gold because there are many more people to sell to. So it's a mixed bag. I guess I told you about Ada, whatever that's pronounced his name. He made a substantial amount of his gold from Ravencrest and made a lot more gold on Ravencrest than on some of the other realms where he was also flipping. I haven't had too much success on Ravencrest with my extra. Yeah, there are people who are richer than him currently. I don't know if Ada. I think I've seen him around on the Discord, but I haven't seen his alts in a while. Maybe he changed the naming scheme. Maybe he's hidden himself. For BOE flipping, you will pretty much have to figure out your own approach. You can start with I learned it. I got the ideas from people like Ada and from what's he called, Graham Randall, who did a lot of BOE flipping in early Legion, and of course a lot of people were doing it back then, with the 101 BOEs in particular. And then I made my own approach to it.
Ancient when this world was young. Bow before him, mortals. Bow before your ending.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen in the immediate future.
Awakened me too soon, Executus. What is the meaning of this intrusion? These mortal infidels, my lord. They have invaded your sanctum and seek to steal your secrets. You allowed these insects to run rampant in the hallowed core.
I don't think we can afford 50 million gold on a diamond goblin tier. That would make it pretty expensive.
Justice shall be met.
3, 2, 1.
Boldly you sought the power of Ragnarok. Now you shall see it.
Let's get to work. Wonder how fast we'll get him down today. Or how well I do on the DPS meters.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Had to take a little bit of a break there.
4, 3, 2,
Come on,
1.
get it off, get it. Oh, perfect. Ah, that's annoying. Come on, don't turn towards me, idiotic fat elemental. If you wait that long, then you should probably wait for Shadowlands, to be honest. Anything cool today? Nope, just a bunch of utter crap. The dregs of uselessness. And a bunch of dead people. Right. Alright, so now we're gonna go... Iron grenades. Uh-huh. I should have put these on the bar. Pass. Someone actually needed on the... Oh yeah, it's just like 10 GP. Alright, what are we picking up? We're picking up the voodoo doll. Picking up this, picking up this, picking up this. We are picking up... Where are the honor tokens? Where are the honor tokens? There they are. And where... What's the last one? Sandalar Madcap's Mantle. I want to bring those. And what more do I put in the bank then? We're gonna take these. Probably just put some more materials. Very good.
Be careful.
Alright, let's repair.
I supply only the finest goods. See you later.
Jeg bare splitter priests og hunters og rogues 50-50, så er det omtrent der.
Light be with you. Go with honor.
You can probably make a lot of Raven Crest eventually. Shit, hvor Rudolf er det dyre nå for Rogues oppe i 40 gull? Sier det. Have them all. Just looking for Vushala's main and we're ready to go. Well, you have enough gold to get into it. You're like, what are you setting it now? You must be close to 3 million. At that point, you have more than enough to get started. Yeah. Of course, you may spend, you're probably going to spend 5 million in not too distant future. Yeah. Any one single BOE can take anywhere from a day to a month or 2 months or 3 months to sell. And some of them you'll never sell, so you'll lose those. But yeah. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Will I make it? I'm so close to the island. I don't think so. Da gjør man faktisk ganske trist at vi aldri har stort grubb sammen. I guess I'll ask for a summon since they're Didn't get a Sandalar buff, so that's sad. Let's get into the grip. Alright. Soul Grub, let's hope we get a trinket. And of course I forgot to turn in my honor tokens, which I was going to do. To enchant my shoulders. Oh god. Did I fuck it up? Yeah, I fucked it up. I don't have any world buffs to lose, at least. And now I brought the strength buff as well, so I'm gonna be doing slightly more damage. But I forgot food buffs. Yeah, that can happen. I think you're more likely to lose all of your gold buying some dumb trying to reset like some hard to reset material market. At least I have the Onyxia Scale Cloak. Someone got screwed. Yeah, I have so little gold on Ravencrest, so I don't bother. I'm not sure what I want to do with Ravencrest. I just have 116,000 gold. And material flipping is not really a good way to get started at the moment. Maybe I'll just start doing old world material flipping there instead. We'll see. It's actually something to consider. I don't have gold to really buy BOEs. And battle pet prices are just too low across the board. I think that if I'd had enough gold on Ravencrest, I probably would buy stuff more regularly. Getting to 50 million on Ravencrest, like that would be a lot of work. That would take a lot of time. Why would I tell you which things are too expensive? That's not going to be particularly helpful. Well, maybe that's something you could try selling if you could get it in a cheap way. It's the bats first, right? $20 gold. 20 frost resistance. That's useful. 55 gold. Right. Oh yeah, like that, yeah. Of course. That makes sense, Jacob. Alright. Can we turn? Can I get the... these guys need to give me their back. Turn away, guys, so I can backstab more efficiently. Which means backstabbing at all. Life hack for people who are afraid of the BOE market is to just buy BOE's forehead. Just make gold. Just buy low and sell high. It's the same thing in the stock market. It's really weird that people just don't do it. Almost like there's some amount of detail and finesse required. My approach to BOE flipping is fairly simple though, I would say. A lot of the other people that I've read about doing it have way more sophisticated approaches than me. And it can certainly be probably be an advantage, I don't know. Yeah. Just buy the stocks that are going up in price, not the ones that are going down. How hard can it be? As it turns out, pretty pretty fucking hard. There's a lot of people who lose a lot of money in stocks. Oh god, oh god. He was so close to getting that cast off. You always get fooled by the fact that the cast bar is incorrect as well. Yeah, just buy Norwegian. How is Norwegian doing now? Let's see. Just buy Norwegian. 12th of February, 42 gold. And 42 Norwegian kroner. Now they're 4 kroner. Cool little 90% loss. Not a lot. I do have some stocks. And some funds. But I don't have that much excess capital to invest at the moment. Way more of my capital is like tied up in the house. And we just bought this house almost a year ago now. So obviously mortgage and living expenses. Still owe my parents some money as well.
Lord Harry.
Please get some consistent uptime when I'm popping all my cooldowns. Idiotic boss. No, I'm gonna lose the top spot. No, I'm not gonna lose the top spot, guys. Come on. I lost it because I didn't get off a... So close. That was literally one eviscerate, 5-point eviscerate. That would have put me on top. Execute's too strong, man. Execute is just too strong. I did pull up absolutely every cooldown I have as well. Yeah. Just click buttons. I mean, it's like almost a one button damage rotation. Yeah. Just roll warrior. I'm gonna go full cheese mode on the boss. I think I have I have separate charges, so we can use that. That should help a lot, because there are a bunch of ads. We're just gonna go maximum cheese. I can't go absolutely maximum cheese because I don't have adrenaline rush. Yeah, that's I haven't had them in a while, but I did a massive crafting session. And I'm gonna craft a bunch more because I have like 200 blasting powders now. Because I bought a bunch of them. Alright. Let's go. And we're gonna go. Just the mage out of me. Alright, so get a slice and dice rolling. Sapper charges are so good for gold making in Classic though. Absolutely crazy how fast they sell. Oh, okay, go him out, my friend. That's a monk. God. Holy sh. Thunder Fury. Nerfed Thunder Fury. Look at that, like 20% of the damage, 7,000 out of 36 just from execute. And another 8% from the Thunder Fury proc, that's just insane. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll do buying. I think I'll just be mostly reposting my stuff and focusing more on the token challenge. But we will do BFA once we're done here. Maybe we'll do some BO. Maybe we'll go through all of the realms first, and then because then I can craft a little bit on my rogue on the other monitor. That would be very nice. I still get sales, Scarlet. But I haven't purchased BOE since the change. So maybe I should take a look, just to see what the prices of various corruptions are. I'm still going to be doing it, but I'll be focusing more on sockets will be more important and item level will be more important. But I mean, the best ones, when they're not available for sale from the vendor, they're still going to be in demand to get from the auction house, I expect. Yeah, eye level and socket is going to be more important. But then one thing you can also look for, assuming that they fixed the bug where you couldn't re-corrupt something that's been cleansed, looking for like the bad corruptions. So stuff like avoidant and other essentially useless ones are going to be a good option. Getting close to Hydraction Warlords, Exalted. But yeah, sockets I think are going to be something that people might undervalue when they're selling their stuff. So that's something to look for, of course. Oh god, I'm not hitting any of these, huh? Taunt resisted. Well, didn't resist my taunt. I don't have taunt. Alright, full. One more backstab. And I don't think there's a point in renewing Slice and Dice. I'm gonna go for Eviscerate instead. I'm not sure if that was the right decision. Close enough. Not sure why I'm hovering over. I don't need anything here. Outside of the trinket material, that's essentially it. Let's see, is he still running Rocking World buffs? Spirit of Sandalar. We find someone with more than 3? Yeah. So just Spirit of Sandalar, huh? I guess Cleave is just that powerful compared to the puny Blade Sword. Blood drinkers. Oh, it's a exciting time to fight these bad boys. Not the most idiotic mob ever designed. This was a pretty clean run this time around. We usually have them heal more than this. We're doing something correct. Oh god, he's healing. Yeah, perfect positioning. I got the kill. Right, be right back, guys. Are we killing the champions, presumably? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh,
I'll feed your souls to Hakar himself.
this is gonna be a wipe. We're dying like crazy. this is a... I think shit show is the correct term for this pull. Oh, come on! It's just turning around and around and around. Ja, vi did him. Nei, det er hvis du dør. Ganske sikker på. Yeah. I'm sure I did. I've shown my it's searchable anyway. It's available as well on the website, I believe, if you look through the terms of service. Have to know, people have to know, like, to be GDPR compliant, I have to let people know who's processing the data. So yeah, that's not a huge deal for me. And of course I know that I showed my when I show Excel, which I've pulled on up on stream as well, you'll see my real name in the corner. I might be able to do my transmute. Can I? Can I? Is it off cooldown? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Good. Good. Doing that. Doing buffs. The edge of madness. This is the exciting part. I might get my new best in slot trinket. Will I do it though? Will I do it? Pass on that. There are my poisons. Dark runes are selling for so much on the auction house. So I guess that getting like a demonic rune that we saw drop, pretty nice for people who use that for mana regen in raids. It's like one of the tricks for casters and healers. For casters in particular that want to do like max damage, should use mana potions pretty much on cooldown, because they don't take they don't trigger the global cooldown. So that's extremely useful even for warlocks who can life tap to get mana. Come on, get him down. Need more damage. We got him down. Finally. Killing more mad servants. Pass, pass. Husk masterloot før vi starter bossen. Da starter jeg. Hard to say. You're definitely gonna see a short-term significant decrease in the amount of gold you have on you. I'm doing it, guys. I'm topping the damage meters. Oh wow, that's a cool looking dagger. $22. It's the worst roll ever. Oh no, I've been positive for a long while. I'm up to like 8 million profit or something like that. So just 3 rolls, huh? Jeg har inventory, så jeg kan ikke ta imot. No, I've been positive for a while. It's by far the most efficient way to make gold in terms of time spent. But you can't decide how well it scales because you can't decide when there are deals available. That's the issue with it. Yeah, BOE flipping, doesn't require some super secret knowledge. You just have to develop the ability to assess if something is a good item and if it's cheap. Which you have to redo, in some fashion you have to redo that every expansion. Because the BOE market will change. Even from patch to patch. I mean, like the corruptions in 8.3 completely new. There is either like by far the best iteration from a gold maker point of view. It's by far the easiest it's ever been to do BOE flipping in 8.3 in my opinion. With perhaps well, of course you have the BOEs in what's it called? Legion, the 101 BOEs. They were on a planet of their own. So what feels really bad, man, is that I bought like an external capture card, and we're gonna start remodeling the basement or the bathroom in the basement on Tuesday next week. So I'll probably get the capture card, and then I won't be able to, most likely won't be able to stream because I don't have a cabled internet in the room where I'll be keeping my computer for the next couple of weeks. So we'll test how it works across Wi-Fi, but I'm not particularly optimistic. Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna move to Denmark for the next couple of weeks. By probably, I mean 100% not gonna be moving to Denmark. I like that we just like let. That's a cool sword. That's a cool headpiece. Nope. Item level 430 is way too low. I wouldn't bother with 430s at all at the moment. I haven't bought a single 430 BOE from Nyalotha. The lowest I bought is 445, and I buy very few of those. I almost only buy 460 and 475. Mostly 460 because there are just way more 460s being generated and posted for sale. Uh, 460, yeah, that's the lowest I personally. I've also bought BOEs from Eternal Palace, and they still sell. For those, I'm willing to go as low as like 440, something like that. I think that's the lowest that even shows up on the search string I use. I've really been slacking today DPS wise. I've not been on not like felt it as far as being like super prepared mentally. So we'll see. Gonna be interesting to see how streaming is over Wi-Fi. I'm afraid that it'll be impossible. And there's no point in drawing an internet cable up there. I can't pull an Ethernet up there. I could potentially do it. I'll see. There might. No, I don't think I'll get it through the door without like. It would just be a temporary solution. It would not be permanent at all. Which is sad because we have a really strong. Yeah, of course you can do that. But the bigger issue is we'll just have to. Yeah, probably not gonna do that. Probably not gonna do that. For like just for a 2-week period, because I'll have my computer, I'll have my my gaming setup in what's going to be in the third bedroom we have, which is going to be, of course, eventually the home of our next child coming in August. It's wall to wall with where my 2-year-old daughter sleeps, and the walls are not particularly thick here, so that's also an issue. I'll definitely have to leave any nerd raging at the door when playing. Not sure I can even play and talk in there without waking her. Yeah, it would be very, very low. Like this. We are going to make some gold on the auction house today, guys.
BFA,
Are you ready?
your priestess calls upon your
And then I have to have some gold coins that I can clink together. I actually have some coins here, so we can just do like this. Do you feel that? Yeah. I think I've seen like maybe a minute or two of ASMR together. Like I have no idea what ASMR artists or whatever they're called, what they talk about or what they do or whatever. I just know that it's all very very low volume. And it seems to be a market that's dominated by people who, or rather I should say girls who are not only good at making ASMR but are also pretty. I have no idea if this guy is now gonna reset aggro or anything like that. Let's hope not. Just pumping damage. Oh god. I'm probably losing heals, right? Yeah.
Free of the soul flare.
Act as if they will eat you. That's it's a little bit weird. And by a little bit weird, I mean like that's a lot weird. Yeah, there are some weird niches out there. Not gonna lie. There's a lot of weird stuff on the internet. You should stay safe. Stick to the good parts. The parts of the internet where there are loads of written guides about gold making. This is now a shill stream. Go to thelazygoldmaker.com and read about gold making. That's completely safe. ASMR getting undercut by no-life auction house campers. ASMR yawning. Yeah, that's the best part about doing, because I've on occasion used large undercuts when I feel it's necessary to drive the price down to something that's more reasonable. And I've gotten some angry people have gotten angry at me for that. If Neela or Swag Dogs. I remember there were a couple of guys back in the day during Wrath of the Lich King on Sylvanas. There was this guy called Hard Red and Tsunami DK. And then you had a guy called Whacked or Wacked or whatever, WAQQED. He was later though. He was super hardcore. He was in a lot of markets and he was always at the auction house with his main, posting everything from his main as well. But he eventually transferred off the realm during Legion. Okay, so what are we killing? There's no skull targets. There's no nothing. Oh, we pulled there as well. Pull everywhere. That was quite the pull, my friends. I always wonder like how much shady stuff is going on behind the scenes in super hardcore gold making. Like it's very normal that there are shady things going on in a lot of areas. So I wonder like how much botting. Is there a lot of like Trade Skill Master auction house botting? The boosting communities, are they doing anything? I don't know, I just sit in my corner of the internet and use TSM, which might, some people of course are considering cheating, but at least that's pretty much above board and something Blizzard knows about. And I personally think that cancel scanning in TSM is probably too good. It's definite. Obviously, that's not something that Blizzard intends you to be able to do on the auction house, like efficiently canceling 100 auctions and then reposting them right away. So you could certainly make a case that you can make a case that that's bad for the game or bad for newbies or whatever. And I'd be inclined to listen to you. Maybe it's definitely something that makes the playing field very uneven. But then again, it's available for everyone. It doesn't cost anything, so you can just get TSM and learn it, which makes it better. Yeah, for sure. I personally don't do cancel scanning at all because I just find it too boring. Particularly with after the auction house change, where it's just like so slow. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Peter. Really appreciate it. Hope you're having a nice Thursday evening. How much is Bloodwine going for now? Bloodwine. 20. Up to 34. Huh, still expensive. But yeah, it's like the things you can do with TSM, like people who don't have TSM, they're gonna be at a massive disadvantage if they want to get into like large scale professions. It's awesome, Mr. Peter. Glad you enjoy them. Right, where's my poison? Let's get that on. We're soon finished with Silgrub, so then we'll be back into I should say, or then we'll be onto gold making. Don't have that much time though before it's evening. I mean, it's gonna be 11 before we even log on BFA. So we'll see. Probably just go on the 30 days to a token challenge realm first. See if I've gotten any sales. Probably restocking some food, some other stuff. I was way too slow here, so it's gonna be interesting to see. Well, I'm already top DPS, huh? Can I Blade Flurry the totem? I'm pretty sure you can't. I can't change until I have... Right, we can do that now. I actually have the... Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Well, we're alive. We're alive. I lost some spots on the DPS ranking. Not what you can do during You lose so much damage from swapping targets as a rogue. I don't do a lot of cancel scanning myself, but that's mostly because I don't have the time. So I don't know what the optimal frequency is. You'll have to test it out yourself, Mr. Peter. But yeah, cancel scanning for materials can be good if you're trying to always be the cheapest. If you're willing to post at the higher price and just wait for someone to buy it out, then there's no point in doing cancel scanning. Then that's gonna just lead to you paying way too much in deposit costs and not getting any benefit out of it. So, like a lot of questions, the answer is it depends. Someone asked Bold. It depends a lot on the market. For if you're posting like potions on raid reset days, then you should repost every 5 minutes. You don't necessarily have to cancel, just post like a small amount and repost consistently. Holy shit, this is not good. How did someone pull this back? Alright, can I get up for stun? Yep. I'm gonna get this guy down. Yep, we got it. Just interrupting everything now. Looks like we're gonna make it. That was easy. We made it. That was close. Holy shit. I almost pulled there. But we made it. Barely made it. Right, so just time to stand in stealth right here. I'm gonna take a piss while they're resting. So now we're back, and we can answer your questions. Your question, Jaco. So the spreadsheet by default uses the market value to value the crafting materials and the market value to value the finished craft. Whereas TSM will by default use the current minimum buyout, DB min buyout, to value the finished item. You can also change the price valuation in the spreadsheet to be like some weighted average of DB market and the min buyout, but it will use the same for both. I haven't added something like, So it's not similar to TSM, where TSM will use market value for the materials and then something else for the finished item. Maybe I should have added the support for that, but I haven't. That would be a lot of work, so maybe that's something I'll do when I make the spreadsheet for Shadowlands eventually. Right, I'm gonna refill my water while I'm waiting. Be right back again. Poison blood. Slice and dice. Do we have a cross? No. Guess we just killed the Gurubashi champion. Oh, never mind, it's the Blood Priest. So funny that you can polymorph these huge ass mobs. Soul flares. Fell down, poor guy. He's has some nice pieces. Yeah, I expect so. Assuming that there are high-level items that you can trade to other players. How profitable it will be, impossible to say ahead of time. Alright, now I can pop cooldowns, I think. How profitable it will be is we don't know. We don't know how itemization will work. Let's say that we don't want to have Warforging, Titan Forging. But yeah. We just don't know yet. Blood Siphon. Yeah, he's taking damage. Got one. It'll probably remain profitable for a while, but you're definitely approaching the time where it's gonna be too late to get started, because it'll take you too long to make back your initial investment. So we're pretty close to that already. I did it! Number 1. Number 1. Bloodcaller, that's a pretty cool sword. I'm gonna greed on the heart. Mm-hmm. $100. Mm-hmm. Not a single pool. Right now? Do you mean? No, we're just looking for fishing pools so we can fish up the boss to... No, there's one boss, there's an optional boss that we haven't summoned that you need to... you need 5 fish that you can only get from these pools. So we have to go around and find enough pools that we can fish up. Fish up the items. So these muddy churning waters. So now we're on a fishing expedition. Our radiator is putting in some work with the fishing pole. Yeah, Joker D and Frosted Damas and all of the mage, big time mage farmers doing the bridge pull. Apparently it's like 500 gold per hour. That's the last clickbait title I saw from Frosted Damas at least. Yeah, it's very effective as far as farming goes. I haven't tried to calculate the gold per hour of my crafting. More muddy churning water. Sulian mud skunks. So now we have enough materials. I can't make it up. I'm not sure this is something that works for gnomes. Yeah, it depends. We don't know how many are available though. Hva på vi er nå? Nå har vi pulla bossen. 5 gold isn't as little as it is in BFA, of course, but it's not too much. Okay. That was unfortunate. I can execute my full rotation with one hand. Don't even need to do any sort of advanced movement. Make it back. Come on. And we didn't get the weapon we were, or item we were hoping for. So let's grab the Stormwind portal. Ironforge, actually that's better. Perfect. And let's get to work. Tack för aid. Yeah. Now it's gold making time. Alright, let's see here. We have our EP. I can just leave. Is that the right button? No, this is the right one. Perfect. And what date is it today? It's the 28th. Cool. Let's QN. Lazy gold, we're gonna send separate charges. Alright. Wait, Sylvanas? And everything is about to expire. Alright, we're not gonna start here. I got disconnected. Alright, let's try again. We'll do Stormscale first and then Ravencrest next, so you have a couple of minutes to get ready. Jaco, now is your chance. Your once in a lifetime opportunity to come and wave at me when I zone in. Well, not quite now, but pretty soon. But we're doing Stormscale first, so you have a... oh, looks like I have to... oof. I'm gonna have to cancel stuff today, aren't I? Oh, 11 minutes. It's just terrible. That's just terrible. Zero sales, sad face, sad emoji. Let's do a quick shopping scan. Just a quick one. Well, it's different. It's different when you've already been in the market for a while, because to get over the first hump, that takes a while. It takes a fairly long time to get started because you need to go from 0 BOEs to 10, 15 BOEs on a realm, and then you'll only get a sale every day, every other day, every third day, not every day, every fourth, every week even. So so that's the risky part here. That's why I wouldn't necessarily suggest starting now. Oh, Thoriumore. Can't forget that. Alright, so let's see here. 445, I'm not gonna do that. Rings always have socket, but that's a pretty good corruption. 460. Versatility proc. There's a bunch of 460 rings. Uncorrupted ones. I don't think that corruption is particularly good. Rank 3 Twilight Devastation and a socket. One little piece of leather. I mean, this is an insane item, right? There's almost no data on it though. For 200k, I think this is worth it. I don't know, let's take a look at the rest here. What's the most expensive ones? Someone is trying to sell a rank. I'm gonna take the chance, holy. There's a rank 3 Twilight Devastation without a socket on the same piece for 1.2 million. Yeah. We don't know if they're selling, but people are posting these Twilight Devastations for just absolutely... yeah, and Twilight Devastation is also really, really good for AoE farming as well. If you're doing 2x4 farming, for instance, you definitely want some Twilight Devastations on your gear. So yeah, it's good and it's also good, of course, for the meme tank, full group of tanks build that's been doing its rounds on the internet lately. So I think Twilight Devastation is one of the ones that that I'm personally willing to go for. This one has avoidance, which means that I can't trust market value, so I'm not going to do it. 475 with a Mind Flay one. No, it's too high. The price is too high. So I did jump over some. We have the Belt of Concealed Intent. Rank 2 Infinite Star on a 460. Infinite Star is still good on DPS, right? And this seems like it's among the cheaper, relatively cheap 460s. So we have to buy that one. Because avoidance and socket, that's a very rare combination, which means that there's likely to just be a very, very few, very low number of these items going around. Even across all of the EU realms, which means that the pricing data can be skewed by one realm or two realms very significantly. Whereas with just a with something that doesn't have avoidance, that's less likely to be skewed, essentially. Is that another rank 2 Infinite Star for 100k? I mean, I can flip. Yeah. Let's just corner the rank 2 Infinite Star belt market here. Let's just do it. Do I want to go for even a third belt here with Mind Flay? And then a crit strike. Let's go for all of them. I am spending a lot of gold today. Footpads of Terrible Delusion. Yeah, this is the one with it's also not like a absolute top tier corruption as well, which is also making me weary. Gauntlets? Nope. Alright, so we're done. Here, spent a lot of gold. A lot of it. 4 belts, huh? Four belts, that's quite the spend here. Alright, and now I have so many belts, man. Holy shit. Alright, let's go post this stuff.
Can I lighten that coin purse up for you?
Alright, reposted. Yeah, it's because it's too rare to trust the numbers. Very rare items you can't trust the DB market or the region market value. It doesn't have anything specifically to do with avoidance. It just means that avoidance, just like any secondary stat, is too rare. Yeah. Yeah, I already explained it. I'm not gonna try not to repeat myself. Alright, so put my classic crafter to work. And write down my gold total. That's a lot of gold. Ooh.
Glad I can help.
It's a lot of gold spent. So, Jaco, hope you've prepared your best emotes. Your absolute best emotes. You are now going to be live to tens of viewers from around the globe.
Work complete.
Of course I don't have any sales on Ravencrest. Are you in the right district? My bank calls are always in the Dwarven district when they're in Stormwind. Much shorter route to the mailbox. This is the BIS Stormwind district for Goldmaking. Ah well. When you get sharded, you get sharded. Nothing to do about that, so then it's just time to move on to the next round. Yeah, I miss when you didn't get sharded as much. I would usually go wave to gumdrops on Ravencrest when he was streaming on his bank alts. Yeah, it definitely is. This is Sylvanas, so hopefully stuff has expired. Just gonna run my Run into the corner. Real good. No sales, no sales. Essentially already knew that since I opened the mailbox and we didn't have any sales on the first page. So we'll see. So you can see I've restarted my Sky Golem production line on this realm. So probably I already sold the first one. I just have the 2. They're probably gonna sell really fast. They usually do. Yeah, you'll have to invite me just to wave me. So this is the reason why you can't trust region market value. So I'm the only one with an indestructible Warforged item level 390 City Crusher Sabatons on EU. So I'm just driving up the market value. This is what will happen to very rare items, essentially. The same basic idea. Posting at normal price, undercutting competition. Keep rolling.
Would you like to purchase something? Very well then.
All right. 3031 508. Cool. Next realm, you're up. Based on the time, we're not gonna go do any shopping on any of the other realms, so I just have to get through them. So I can put in a little bit of work on the current edition of the 30 days to a token challenge.
Work complete. Work complete.
Let's hope everything has expired. No sales. Really sad. This has been a trash day so far. Wow. Yeah, that's more along the lines. 48% DB market is maybe a little bit on the high side for Ravencrest for being a good flipping deal, but that's definitely an item that that's good. What armor class is that? I don't remember like which. I don't remember which. Let's see here. What's deadly momentum? Let's see. You can check that. Don't you have bloodmallet.com? Let's take a look. Corruptions for elemental shamans. It's among the worst ones for elemental, at least. If it's on male. What about enhancement? It's also pretty bad. It's or rather middle of the pack. Too low. What's deadly momentum? It's the crit proc, yeah. So what's the other male class? That's hunters. It's pretty good for beast mastery. Pretty good. It's in the The only thing that's better is Twilight Devastation, Whispered Truths, Twisting Appendage, Void Ritual, and Infinite Stars. So it's good for hunters. Or at least Beast Mastery. For marksmanship, it's not as good, but it's pretty good for Beast Mastery. All right, so let's write down how much gold we have here. What I've used on, I haven't bought too much on Ravencrest to know where the level is, but Ravencrest is among the absolute cheapest realms in the region for BOEs across the board. So what I have as my minimum selling price is 60%. So if you want to post for minimum 60% region market value, then oh, it's 48% DB market, huh? I don't use DB market to value BOEs at all. It's not stable enough. I don't trust just using data from a single realm. I always use region market.
Need assistance?
So 20%, 48% DB market might be really good. It might be very dangerous. Not really possible to tell from just looking at that stat alone. At least that's my opinion. Right, Twilight Hammer, come on. Come through. Okay, never mind. Yeah. And then 48, it's right on the border where it could be a good deal. Could be. It's not gonna be super dangerous, but it's like on the edge
Got the best deals
for
anywhere.
Ravencrest. That's my opinion. But I haven't flipped much on Ravencrest. I haven't done a lot of BOE flipping there, so so take it with a grain of salt. There are options. I'm not the expert on that particular realm when it comes to BOE flipping. Right, pulled that up. We're above 4 million, but essentially no sales so far today. We have 1,000 gold in this mailbox. So it's very disappointing. I'm sure there are tons of people flipping on Ravencrest, but I don't know any of them specifically.
That's it. I got mouths to feed now.
All right then.
Honorable Combatant's Shield. Huh. Someone's still buying that stuff for 1,200 gold. I'm sure there are people who wouldn't even believe that if they heard it. Alright, 1,208. That's very lackluster, to say the least. Oh, and I have more auctions coming in. That makes sense. Did look like the number of expired mails was on the low side here. Do I have any more? No? No, that was it. That was it. That's the wrong professional window. Sorry guys, I'm just getting some, spending the time doing some crafting on my classic character as well. So, now we can repost the rest of this. Probably lost gold on deposit costs on Twilight Summer today. So 4 realms to go.
The pleasure was all mine.
4 realms to go. The Shatar. These low pop RP realms have turned out to be like my bread and butter, just because I, based on my idea that I would get off the ground faster in these realms, due to the fact that they should have more people willing to buy battle pets for RP reasons. Nice, we sold something. It's an older BOE, but it checks out. Wasteguard of Elemental Resistance.
Best deals anywhere.
Thank you so much, Serbo and Swerba. Not sure. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, but congratulations, man. 5 million. You made it. You can now buy the Longboy if you want to. $2.5 months from 100k to 5 million. That's very impressive. I'm sure there is a lot of clickbait in every area, particularly on YouTube, where you need to have like a hyper catchy title to get noticed. That's one of the advantages of blogging, essentially. Because now that I've been blogging for so long, Google has essentially recognized me as an authority. So when people Google Goldmaking, they'll get pointed to my website. So just by consistently making good content that people who go to my website will actually read, then I've made it without doing clickbait, which feels nice. Try to avoid that as much as possible, and be very as honest as possible when I share my own results. For instance, on Twitter, where I'll post mailboxes to brag just like everyone else, but I never save up sales from like a full week or something. I just do what I got from since the last time I reposted. I don't post the empty ones though, so of course there's some degree of glorification. Lol. Yeah, this is the bunch of I'm the only one who has this BOE. Where I've driven the price up to gold cap for a bunch of random ass Battle of the Sarlor BOEs. Anyone want to buy a 420 Raid Finder Titan Forged Gauntlets of Crashing Tides for gold cap? Yeah, at this point you have the gold already, so as long as you keep it around, you can just buy it when they announce the pre-patch date. I bought my my Longboy after I finished the gold cap challenge I was running at the beginning of BFA. And now I just have like 4 million gold on that realm because I bought a bunch of tokens as well. Feels bad, man. And after I finished the challenge, I stopped doing all of the things that made me got me there. Like I stopped doing all of the crafting and just did very relatively low intensity BOE flipping, which is what I'm doing right now, of course. Okay, so we have our first sales. Our first first real sales today. Not the most impressive so far. But we still have 3 realms to go, so hope all's not lost. There's always hope. With BOE flipping, there's always hope. Like I can get to the last realm in line and I've sold 2 BOEs and it's like 700, 800k and it's a good day. Or I can go through all of them and get nothing. Let's hope it's not that. Crap. Nothing. Very sad. Very sad. Hmm. 3 mil last week. That could be it. Yeah, last week was insane. Wait. No, just 2 mil last week, and then it was the week before that was 3, I think. I'm not sure how the weeks shake out here. I'll have to look up a calendar. So 12, 15. Actually, this is the week. Of course, oh yeah, of course I do Wednesdays to Wednesdays, so that means 19 and 15, so just 2. Yeah, so the last 3 weeks I've done 3.3 million, 2.2 million blank, 2.1 million. That's been the 3 last weeks in sales. So 7 gold, 7 million in sales over the last 3 weeks. And so far today we're looking at 40,000, 40 odd thousand, so nothing particularly impressive here. There's one thing I really dislike about the Longboy. It's so big. It's so... like if you mount up anywhere where there's a roof or anything, like you just get smacked up into the roof and you don't see anything. So I mount up next to the scrapper in Borealis and you're like, you don't see anything. Can't move around. It's not the most agile mount. You can't really see where you are because it's just like a Longboy all across your entire screen. This is the kind of rich people problems you get when you make it to the top. It's not easy riding a Brutosaur, guys. It's not easy. But for people with just a single account, having a Brutosaur, particularly for the first part of Shadowlands, I think it will be a huge advantage for Goldmaking. You can save so much travel time. So much travel time. Flexing Brutosaur, yeah, that's disgusting behavior. All rich people flex their wealth. Like there are entire industries in real life dedicated to helping rich people flex their wealth in more disgusting ways. Or cool ways, depending on how you look at it. Yeah, gold making is way easier if you already have a lot of gold. Way easier. At least the same methods, like doing crafting, is way easier with a lot of gold. Yeah, look at that. This one has avoidance, so it's getting. I'm the only one who has this one on EU, so the price is getting all borked, and it's now getting posted for 3 million when it's just a random ass item level 430 ring. Yeah, definitely. The first million is the hardest. The first 100k is the hardest. And then it's fairly easy for a while. But then if you want to start really scaling it, then it gets really hard again. Because when you have 500,000, it's very easy to find good deals for worth totaling 500,000. It's very easy to spend all your gold and on profitable ventures. When you're sitting at 10 million, it's getting harder and harder to find things to spend your money on. So your growth will typically stagnate in terms of like percentage of your wealth. But of course, you'll still be making the same gold per day if you're doing the same methods. Alright, so the last realm. And I finished crafting sapper charges on my classic. Well, everything is relative, of course. It's always hard work. I might be a little bit biased on how easy gold making is or is not as well. I will obviously, by default, I'll underestimate how easy doing any sort of specific tactic or reaching any specific goal in gold making is. Just because I've done it for so long. We have sales, guys. Confirmed sales on the French realm, Le Sentinelle. That's very nice, Jaco. All right. So, Death Knight, that's where we post the auctions. That's where, hopefully we have some food sales. Hopefully we have some uncanny combatant sales. Hopefully there's some cheap tide spread on the auction house. That's a lot of things to hope for. Looks like we have some sales. I'm guessing it's a good mix. Look at these guys with their long boys. Kill, loot, repeat. They're still going strong, huh? So just a small bit of food. Just a small bit of food. Thank you for the follow, Taxi6116. Really appreciate it. So now we just have to open up the spreadsheet here. So we're setting a new sales record in the challenge. That's nice. Never had this much in sales on a single day before. That's all 200 abyssal fried rissoles. Isn't it? Yeah. So we're gonna cancel scan. I got lucky. Someone's hanging out here with a longbow. I need to do more Tomes of the Quiet Mind.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least
Alright, let's go see what we have in sales here. This is the exciting part. Let's repost this while we can. So we have 20,000 in auction house value. It's pretty good. All of the emissaries are done. Are there any recipes I care about up for grabs? Nope, not really. Wait, what? It was just expires. I don't have sales here either. Feels bad, man. Just 41,000 gold in sales today. It's very feels bad, man. Can't really force it though. It's just the way it goes sometimes. That is just the way it goes. Alright, so let's see if there are any farming groups up then. We'll do a little bit of farming. 2x4. Oh, there's a spot in the Goldmaking group. Pretty sure that's the closest one. Let's hope it's warm. Yeah, it's Wormwood off. Perfect. Let's hope I get in. Shouldn't they be interested in having someone? Yeah.
You've got to stop them.
I'm flying as fast as I can, guys. Flying as fast as I can. So we'll just do a little bit of farming, not too long. It's always the same Russians that are running these 2x4 groups here. Always the same Russians.
Ancestors watch.
Let's turn on Looter Pacer. Yeah, I need to generate some gold. I don't have anything. I could craft. I should have crafted some abyssal fried rissoles. We can do that later, I guess. But yeah, this is very uncharacteristic. I did farming both the last two times I've done the 30 days to a token challenge. I don't think you can get a token in 30 days without doing any farming at all. I think that's very unlikely to happen. Actually, what I should do is probably doing... Maybe I should have just done the brawl. Now it's too late though, we're already in the farming group. We'll just do farming. The alternative would have been to go PvP. I'm just gonna hang around here and kill the stuff that they pull, essentially. Death Knights are so immobile, like there's no point in trying to run around. Look at that, yeah, Twilight Devastation. Definitely the best corruption for farming.
I can't attack that target.
All who oppose us will perish. I saw the truth in the depths.
Yeah, I'm playing Frost. I've always been a Frost DK first when on my Death Knight. I am rocking some amazing Uncanny Combatant cutlasses with my insane 414 item level. I do have characters with more item level, but this is essentially my BFA main at the moment, so gear is not in the most impressive state.
It's too far away. I don't have a target.
As we've talked about earlier, just farm it. Or is that also considered
I don't have a target.
unfriendly flexing? I don't have any one hands to flex with. Uncanny gear is not particularly expensive. Yep, all the way up at 414. I'm guessing there aren't many people with 414. This is such a nice farming spot. So easy to pull them all in. This feels much better than the Voldoon spot. I like this one a lot more. I'm not sure if it's better. I just like it more. Just get gold cap, yeah. Just get gold cap on Raven Crest. I feel like you get a lot of raw gold drops here. I think it just looks like a lot, considering you just see like the shared numbers. Shipwright turncoat. I gotta unload some trash, I think. We're not gonna do too much farming today though, because I'm pretty tired. Alright, so preliminary results indicate what I thought, which is the fact that this farm is not worth it outside of the mount. Like if you're not, you need to farm it until you get your mount. You probably need to farm it until you get like a average level of mounts for your amount of kills, and the drop rate is really low. So the variance in sample sizes between players are going to be huge, huge. You need to kill something like 3,000 mobs or something to have a reasonable chance at this. What was that? Everything just disappeared. Yeah, I have the most ridiculously basic ludicrous setup. I don't do a lot of farming, I don't spend a lot of time optimizing farming, but it's nice to track it a little bit, just to see, like, get a notification when something valuable drops. Always exciting when you get like 2 pages of drops. Another Tide Guard Pontus. He's annoying. You're doing so much more damage with your cooldowns. I don't know what else you can spend your time on that's more profitable. 2x4 farming, I haven't found the value to be high enough generally. I literally only do it for the challenges, and because it's the only way to it's one of the better ways or easier ways to generate some extra gold. You get raw gold, you get cloth. For explosive you get a lot of useful things, and you get a chance at the mount that's going to be like the one that would make the farm really worth it. But yeah, so personally I wouldn't do it on a realm. If I had 2 million gold that I had available, then I wouldn't be bothering with this at all. Then I would rather be working on recipes and just crafting.
I don't have a target.
Foreign entity detected in Port A. Structural integrity 0%.
I need a target. I'm out of range.
Holy shit, I am so tired right now.
Unit deactivated.
Yeah, you can do this with any class, to be honest. You need to have a monk in the group for the Black Ox statue to help group up the mobs. And then it's the best class is druids to pull everything in, and then you want some kind of AoE DPS to kill the mobs in the center. So Frost DKs are pretty good for that. So my role is essentially just to kill things in the middle, because I can't move around for shit. Demon Hunters are also good for the AoE part, probably other classes. As you can see, we have I think we have the monk. We have a mage here, probably in the other group. Boomkin is amongst the best. But the most important thing is to have tailoring, so you get more cloth. I don't have tailoring. but I'm not optimizing my character for 3x4 farming, so I don't mind. But having tailoring is very important for most of the spots. Would you look at that? Perfect aim. Just slam them all down. Yeah, Frost Mage is probably good. Frost Orb should be really good for this. I think I've seen a lot of Frost Mages in 2x4 groups.
I need to get
Okay. More gold. More vendor trash.
I don't have a target. I'm out of there.
Engaging. Protocol failed.
I need a target. I don't have a target.
Harvest protocol failed. Foreign entity detected in port A.
It's too far away. I need to get
You're now at 1 million. Did you spend a lot of gold, Jacob?
I don't have a target.
Is this for alchemy, or did you decide to take the plunge on BOEs or something crazy? Perhaps not crazy is the right word, but risky. It certainly is.
Activating countermeasures.
Yeah. Alchemy will take all your gold. I got removed from the group. My gear isn't good enough. It's a Fields bad man moment right there. But on the plus side, I'm so tired that I should be going to bed anyway. So, I mean, my eyes were sliding shut, and I still have to write up the. Oh, come on, come off it. Brian Braun Cannoneer. I think it's a little hard to keep down a spot in a farming group like this without the right item level. So I should probably try to farm up some more, what's it called? Farm up some more gear.
Who bod's goods here, mate? Travel safe.
So we sold all the trash. Go scrap the armor pieces I got. Just scrapping them all. Come on, get me some expulsum. Get me some expulsum. What is this? Full. Okay, we got one. Alright, guys. That's gonna be. As you can guess from that, this is gonna be the end of the stream for today, guys. Thanks you all for joining me. Really appreciate it. I'll be back again on Sunday, which might be the last stream for a while. I'm gonna test what I can get going, but we're remodeling the bathroom down in the basement, which means that I'll have to give up my my computer spot for a couple of weeks. So we'll be back after that. I might be able to stream in the meantime. I'm not sure yet. I haven't tested the new setup. Yeah, I hate the scrapper as well. When you compare it to the alright, so we have to craft some more McDowell. I'm not supposed to use the Brutosaur for the challenge, but I think it's okay to just check the auction house. So I guess we'll do that. Craft some more Big Macs. Almost out of ionized minnows. 10, 12, I think we can do that.
Shall we talk business?
Give me all your stuff. Yeah, guys, thanks. As you said, I'm gonna turn it off now, and I'll see you again on Sunday. Most likely Blackwing Lair with the guild in Classic, and then some BFA gold making. Probably might be Solgurub as well. And then BFA, more gold making in BFA, which is quite a bit of fun right now. So yeah, make sure you're following. Make sure you check out the website if you haven't already. I know most of you all know me primarily from the blog anyway, but if you haven't, thelazygoldmaker.com, where I write about gold making 3 times a week. And yeah, we'll see you on Sunday. Good night, guys.